how are you? Grade 2. Now our lesson today will be about selecting measuring tools. Now selecting measuring tools, it means that we have to measure the length of an object by choosing the correct tools. Now the tools that we can use to measure length, we can use a suitable tool to measure length, by the way. The first one, it's the inch ruler. The inch ruler, we can use it to measure the small objects. So, if we want to measure the small objects, we can use inch ruler. And the second one is yardstick. The yardstick, it's also a tool that we use to measure larger things or larger objects. So, for small things, we just use inch ruler. For larger objects, we use yardstick. And the third one, it's measuring tape. If you go to page 326, you will see these three tools here. Inch ruler, the first one, and the second one, the yardstick, and the third one, the measuring tape. These are the tools that we use to measuring length, okay? To measure length, sorry. Now go with me to page 326, student book, exercise A. We have to complete the table by writing the correct tool and the correct measurement. Now, the things that we have to measure, number one, our hand. Now, our hand, it's just like a small object. Our hand, it's just like a small object. So we measure it by using inch ruler. So here, the tool that we use to measure our hand, it's inch ruler. Okay, the inch ruler is the tool that we measure our hand by using it. Now, if you use the inch ruler and you measure your hand, it's about 5 inches. Okay, it's about 5 inches. Now go to number 2. Number 2, it's a window. Now the window, it's not a small object, it's a large object, right? So for a large object, we just use the yardstick. Excellent. So the tool that we use is the yardstick. And the length of our window, it will be about 1 yard. The measure, it will be about 1 yard. Now, go with me to page and from our student book, exercise A. Exercise A, we have to circle the best unit to measure each object. Number 1. Number 1. This object, we can measure it by using inches, feet, or yards. Is it a small object or a large object? It's a small object, so we have to measure it by using inches. So circle inches. Number 2. Number 2, from your book you have a car, right? And a car, is it, look, you have a car. A car, is it a large thing or a small thing? Yes, it's a large thing. So, I will say that the large objects we just use by inches, feet, or yard. Yes, by using yards. By using yards. So we have to circle yards. Number 3. Number 3, we have an eraser. Your eraser, is it a small object or a big or a larger object? It's a small object, yes. So what's the best tool or what's the best unit that we measure it by? We just measure it with inches. So circle inches. So now exercise A, 1 inches, 2 yards, and 3 inches. Okay. Now, exercise B from the same page. Estimate the length of each object. Number 1. 15 inches or 15 feet. Is it a small object? No, it's a large object. Also, we can use 15 feet. So the correct answer is 15 feet. Number 2, 10 yards or 10 feet. It's not a large thing. It's just like logically we have to measure it by feet. Yes, 10 feet. Not by yards, because large yards for large things, large objects, okay? Number 3. Look at the picture, and is it with 10 yards or 10 inches? 10 inches, yes, we can measure it by 10 inches. And now, number 4. Number 4, look at the cat. The length of the cat. Look at the picture. 1 foot or 1 inch? It's 1 foot, yes. And number 5 and number 6, it's for you. You have to do it by yourself, okay? Now go to page 328, problem solving. We will do together exercise number 1, okay? Listen to me. Patty measured the length of her backyard with an inch ruler. Did she use the best tool? Explain. Okay, Patty measured the length of her backyard. Backyard, is it a large object or a small object? Is it large or small? It's a large. So we have to say no, she didn't use the correct tools or the best tools, because backyard can be large and larger unit of measure would be better. It should be yardstick instead of inch ruler. So if we want to write the answer, write with me. A backyard can be large. So she should use a yard stick instead of an inch ruler. Okay, so backyard can be large, so she should use the yardstick instead of an inch ruler. Okay, now exercise number 2, we don't need it. Go to the vocabulary check. Match each word with the best description. Match each word with the best description. The yardstick. Where's the yardstick? Where's the yardstick? Is the last one. And where's the inch ruler? It's the second one. It's the inch ruler. And the measuring tape is the first one. So just do the matching like this. That's all about our lesson today. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.